are Coffee
and tea.
Okay, no, it's been a while. Sorry about that.
We're really horrible procrastinators. We're just probably gonna throw that out there. But we're back. We're here. We're making a video. Yay!
Okay, today we're gonna be doing
the rapid fire book tag. This was done by Girl Reading. The link right down below for you to click to the original video and go watch hers if you haven't. We're just gonna roll on with the question.
On number 1 is ebook or physical book?
Physical. I have a very hard time of finishing ebooks usually because my tablets or my phones tend to have a lot of other distractions on them.
For certain books that I have read, I love the ebooks because that's the form I first read them on, but mostly I incline myself through paperbacks. I like the smell of them, I like the feel of it, and yeah.
So the next question is, it's gonna be either paperback or hardcover.
Paperback. They're easier for me to read. They're not that heavy. I can bring them anywhere, and I don't have to worry about the dust cover.
I'm gonna use the cop out and say both. Paperbacks, they're easy to carry, they're easy to read, they're cheaper. Hardcovers, aesthetic, AF.
Number 3, online or in-store book shopping?
In-store.
In-store. When I go into a bookstore, I just go to see what fancies me.
We never leave the house. In-store book shopping, it's our excuse to go out and say we socialized with books. Okay, so next question, number 4, trilogies or series?
Series. Don't get me wrong, I have a lot of trilogies that I like, but I mostly geared towards longer series. I love getting into deeper worlds. Series like Harry Potter, The House of Night, Vampire Academy are stuff I actually enjoy a lot and are in my top favorites.
I would have to cop out and say both, just because as it is, I'm a lazy reader. So as it is, trilogies are already kind of a hassle for me to get through, so series are so as well. But I like it all. I like reading. I don't know. I like it all.
Okay, number 5. Heroes or villains? Villains.
Both. Yes, I'm copping out on a lot. But especially now, because nowadays it seems like the trope of your hero or your villain is kind of switched out. Like you get villains with like a good backstory or a little good in them, and then you get heroes that are not so just. So it's just, I'm reading Renegades, guys, okay? If that explains it, I'm reading Renegades. And I like My Hero Academia. Sue me. Question number 6. A book you want everyone to read.
The House of Nine series, the whole series, not just the first book. This is the first book, Mark. It's by PC and Christian Cass, and
came out of nowhere.
Trust me, I want everybody to read it. It's so wonderful, especially in the later books. It gets so much better and so much complicated because it progresses.
I'm gonna go with Six of Crows by Lee Verdugo. To say I'm obsessed is an understatement.
It is an understatement.
But it's so good. But yes, if you haven't read it, definitely pick it up. Definitely give it a read. I would probably suggest all of her work, especially because her new book is coming out next year. Oh. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay.
Number 7. Recommend an underrated book. Hello, I Love You by Katie M. Stout.
We get English. Somehow.
I love this book. It is a really nice contemporary standalone. It is beautiful. If you like Anna and the French Kiss, you will very much like this. It's a little bit different. It has to do with music and K-pop and Korea, and you're gonna love it.
Of course she loves it. Okay, now that makes a lot more sense. I don't have it. I will probably more than likely recommend anything Sarah Dessen's written. I know that for someone that reads a lot of contemporary, probably Sarah Dessen, especially for the younger, the YA contemporary. Sarah Dessen's pretty known. She does publish a lot of books and stuff. But I would have to say that, especially for the more adult people, I find myself still going back to Sarah Dessen. I love her writing. I love her books. I don't own it, but definitely The Truth About Forever. Definitely one of my favorite books. Definitely one of my favorite bad boys in the contemporary world. But yeah, that'd be my recommended book. So, number 8, last book you finished.
This is gonna be one of my adult books. I don't have the book, so I'll put the picture here. Oh boy. But is The Billionaires Prefer Curves. Is by Carrie Kelly.
Last book I've actually finished is actually a graphic novel. Spender All Hearts, volume 13 specifically. If you thought I was obsessed with Six of Crows, you should see my obsession with this graphic novel. I wish I could explain it, but that's probably going to be a whole review video on its own. It's really good. If you like twists, turns, definitely plot twist. If you like Victorian era graphic novel drawing, she is beautiful at what she does in artwork. Mangaka is actually Jun Moshisugi. She is beautiful. Pandora Hearts is 24 volumes long. It's definitely something that I would recommend you guys picking up if you want to.
Number 9, the last book you bought.
I went on a buying craze. I actually bought 2. So, I actually bought this Savage Song by Victoria Schwab because I've been dying to read this, and I bought Everless by Sarah Holland. Technically, if we want to be technical, I have bought about 6 books last week. Yeah, I remember when we said we go to the store as an excuse to get out. Well, we got out last week a lot, and it resulted in a lot of books. But technically, these are the last 2 books I bought to my never-ending TBR.
The last book I bought was actually an audiobook, and it was Save the Date by Morgan Matson.
Ooh.
And I'm so excited to read it, so the picture will be right here.
Yay! So, number 10. So, weirdest thing you have used as a bookmark?
Piece of toilet paper.
A cat. She was sleeping. It worked as a bookmark just fine.
Yeah. Number 11. Used books, yes or no?
Duh, bargains.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Most used books are in really good condition. They're cheap, and like they're books. We actually got like
used.
At one point a friend of ours just gave us like used books for free. Like half of our bookshelf is actually filled with that. So yes, used books. Yes,
Definitely.
12. Top 3 favorite book genres.
Adult books and adult romance books, fantasy and contemporary, but mostly anything fantasy, anything with magic, vampires, and anything like that.
I'm gonna go with fantasy, like a little bit of contemporary. I'm just gonna shoot dystopian out there because God knows what I read. I read everything, guys. Can't even pick 3 favorite. I like them all.
Hey, number 13.
Woo.
Borrow or buy?
Huh. Okay. I borrow books, especially if I don't have it and Yani does. Like right now, I'm actually reading The Darkest Minds. Yes, I do want to go watch the movie, which is why this is happening. But I don't own it. She does, so I'm actually currently buying it. Yes, I will be currently buying it, but I'm currently borrowing it. However, I do have a thing with owning books, obviously. So I would probably have to go with buy.
Yeah, pretty much buy. I'd rather buy than borrow. We had it once that we were borrowing some books from, my sister was borrowing some books from her friend, and we brought them camping, and it rained so much that the actually tent got wet inside, and the books got ruined. So I rather own the books, because if that happens, I don't care, they're mine.
They're your books, so makes sense.
But like I say, I don't borrow books from anybody else except Jen, so.
Characters or plot?
The characters have to be good. I love characters, but if the plot is not good at all, I'm not gonna finish. Especially because I do like reading a lot of adult books. And for me, the plot, it matters more than the actual characters. Especially when it comes to adult books.
See, I would personally go with plot too. Mostly because usually if you have a good plot, the plot builds your characters. So if because especially if the plot revolves around a character or around a group of characters, then those characters are going to kind of grow with the plot and just go from there. Yes, there's some things that there's an exception with, but more often than not, a good plot usually equals good characters.
15. Long or short books?
Short feels like I've accomplished something, but long gives me more substance, so I'm gonna have to go with long. Just because long, at least medium to long book, I feel like I'm getting somewhere.
It really depends for me. I do like short books, especially if I don't have a lot of time. But I often read series more than not, so
It counts as long.
the longer the better for me.
So number 16, long or short chapters?
Again, that depends on the book. Usually, I don't pay attention of if the chapters are long or short. I just keep reading. I feel like somewhere in between, not too short, not too long,
I
is
would
ideal.
probably have to go with short, which for me, short's a 10-page chapter is a short chapter for me. Anything above 15 or 20, it's a long chapter. And for someone who has a full-time job and someone who reads in between her breaks and her lunches and everything, definitely short chapters make me feel like I'm getting somewhere, especially because I'm very OCD, and if I'm reading a book, I want to finish the chapter before actually doing anything else. So when I have a 15-minute break and I have a 20-page chapter, sometimes that doesn't happen.
Number 17. Name the first 3 books you think of. House of Night, Anna and the French Kiss, The Vampire Academy. There we go.
I'm gonna go with the Chronicles of a Vladimir Pod. Whoa, I went middle school. Red Queen. The Diabolic. I haven't even read the Diabolic, but whatever. So, books that make you laugh or books that make you cry?
Books that make me cry
Yeah, I was
because
gonna
I'm
say,
a masochist.
Let's be
when it comes
honest.
to books.
We went through the Red Queen series. Actually, not all. We haven't read War Storm yet. I wish I could say cop out, but most of my books have made me cry anyway, and then laugh. So
Number 19. Our world or fictional world?
fictional,
Fictional.
especially in books. Even if we weren't talking about where do you choose to live. I love to be able to reference this where people are. Like, if you're telling me that you're in like France or in the United States of the United States, then I can relate it. I can be like, okay, I can picture where you are. I can see where you're at. But at the same time, it's kind of like I want to like jump in and not be in my world. So I love it when it's a completely brand new world. Just anything you've never seen before. You're literally just stepping your feet in for the first time. Okay, we're almost done. So number 20, audiobooks, yes or no?
Definitely yes.
Yeah.
Audiobooks is the reason I have read 259 books. I'm actually looking down and confirming that's the right
On
number.
Goodreads.
As the reason I have read 259 books,
Oh,
which
they're
is
cheer.
how I've been procrastinating a lot.
She's
year.
been procrastinating her physical TBR with audiobooks.
Yeah.
Like, that's the most reading kind of procrastinating I've ever seen.
Yeah, my current TBR is over 100 books.
The physical one.
The physical one, yeah.
Yeah. Audiobooks, yes, I enjoy them. I definitely have a lot more concentration to sit down and actually read a book. Like, I like singing and dancing about, so definitely if I'm like doing dishes or cooking or cleaning, I would probably more often than not reach and hit Google Play than hit Audible, to be honest. So probably I'm on more of a physical person. But yeah, they're nice.
21. Do you ever judge a book by its cover?
Yeah, do you see this? Like, yes.
We do.
I would show you every single one of my books, but we will take forever.
I mean, I do have the last 2 books of the Vampire Academy are the hardcover because I wanted the original covers because I do like the original covers more than the new ones. A lot of people love the new ones better, but I love the original ones.
I don't know. I judge books by their covers. I don't judge people by their covers. Now that's bad. But books, please. We all do it. Number 22. Book to movie or book to TV?
Book to TV. Usually book to TV for me has done a lot of better job at bringing the content the movie just because you get more time. Not to say there's a lot of movies that did hit the mark, but especially if it's a series, I feel like sometimes the TV series is better.
I would say depends on what book and what's happening. Some books are so filled with very little encounters that, let's be honest, even us as readers don't think is important. So sometimes the movie does well enough to kind of scrunch everything together and make it logical, and sometimes TV series may make it a little bit too long and may overextend on something that shouldn't have been extended in the first place. And sometimes with TV adaptations, you have so much more room to play with that sometimes you may mess a little bit more up than with a movie. I would have to go with movie, but that's just because my personal preference on book to movie and book to TV has been book to movies, honestly. So.
Okay, 23.
We're almost there.
A movie or TV show you prefer to its book?
I think we both agree on this. And it's not that we prefer it to the book. We don't. We finished the book at 24 hours. We both did. But it's new. It's brand new. It's Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda, which the movie version would be Love, Simon. I think we both agree that even though both of them were good, the movie did a beautiful, gorgeous job.
Yeah, definitely. But for me, I have to say, I'd rather see the Pretty Little Liars TV series than read the books. I have tried to read the books and for me to get through and all that, but I have always been obsessed with the TV show.
And then for the last one, number 24, series or standalones?
Series.
Depends on my mood.
And that was all.
That's 24, guys. Thank you so much for sticking through this very long rapid fire. So much for rapid. It was more like just rambling.
But thank you for tuning on to us. Keep a watch to our Twitter and an Instagram page. We're gonna be posting information about our readathon soon.
Yeah,
that we're gonna
be vlogging a 24-hour readathon, mostly because we need an excuse to both record and kill our TBR. Yay!
So it was lovely to make this video for you guys. Down below there's our social media and tune us to ours. Bye.
Bye.